I mean, I just got the numbers today. The AI booked 146 calls, 72 showed up, roughly 20K collected.
We had our first month, which we still had a record sales our first month. If you're a business owner and you're very serious about developing a really profitable sales funnel, you have to start investing in AI. It's not really a negotiable thing. It's going to do everything faster than a human can do. And human setters, as hard as they want to work, they're going to make mistakes. They're not going to learn as fast. They're not going to think as fast. They're going to get tired. Here's with the AI, it's never going to sleep. It's never going to complain. It's never going to get sick. And so you're competing against something that never gets tired and never quits. So you have to learn to embrace this new technology, because it's here to stay. It's not going to go away.
All right, cool. So I'm here with my client, Quentin, and it's been 30 days. It's been roughly a month that we've run the AI setter for him. And Quentin, just in one sentence, how was your experience in this first month having the AI?
I would say the experience has been, in one sense, I would say it's been a lot of speed and adaptability, which I'm really happy with, compared to what we've had before with other AI programs. We had our first month, which we still had a record sales our first month with our first version.
I mean, I just got the numbers today from Noah, like the guy who is responsible for the setters and everything. So he sent me that the AI booked within the last month 146 calls, 72 showed up, roughly 20K collected. How happy are you? Like, let's say from 1 to 10 in this first month's results, like how happy are you?
In the first month, I would say like a 7 out of 10 the first month. The other 3 to make it a 10 is more on me. I'm never a really satisfied guy. It's just how I am like all the time. As far as the services, much better than what I've experienced in the past. Going into this next month, how things are looking, I'm feeling like an 8 or 9 out of 10 going into this next month right now.
That's cool. And what other AI have you tried in the past? Because I think you're the only client I have that had any sort of other AI infrastructure before starting mine. What did you guys have set up?
So we were working with another company called Charlie AI, which did help improve the business, but we were very limited when it came to help. Understanding how to work the AI, understanding how to work the task manager, things like that. And it was honestly, it's a very poor customer experience for us. And it was also very expensive. So we kind of had like this one sort of version that was good enough, but it wasn't as best as it could be. And that's the major difference between working, say, like with Charlie and working with Martin, is that Martin will look at the numbers, see like, okay, how can we need to make this better? Like let's just not settle for like 60% show, 40% show. Like we need this to be like as elite as possible. And that's the biggest difference. Optimizing the language, restructuring the layers, the qualification process, the speed to lead process, and how quickly we can start implementing like new layers,
So with your previous setup, before we started working together, you had your setters do way more actual work and actual sending messages. So what was your experience with that? And if anything, what did it maybe lack?
Well, AI is fast. It's going to do everything faster than a human can do. And so you're competing against something that never gets tired and never quits. So the setters were having trouble keeping up with, doing this test and this test and this test. You can kind of feel the delay kind of creeping in, which created a lot of less than optimal results. Not terrible, but less than like what we want. Now with this new version, it seems a lot smoother, a lot less labor intensive, for lack of a better word. And that's where you really want things. You want things to work like an oil pipeline. You want to automate it and to keep flowing and keep flowing and keep flowing and try to keep it as optimal as possible. So it seems a lot smoother lately with this new version.
Okay, that's good to hear. All right, Quentin, and like any last words for someone maybe watching this video on YouTube and considering maybe they should sign up or maybe not, like any last words for that guy?
Yeah. So if you're a business owner and you're very serious about developing a really profitable sales funnel, you have to start investing in AI. It's not really a negotiable thing, because it's here to stay. It's not going to go away. And human setters, as hard as they want to work, they're limited because they're human. They're going to make mistakes. They're not going to learn as fast. They're not going to think as fast. They're going to get tired, right? Those are the limiting factors. With the AI, it's never going to sleep. It's never going to complain. It's never going to get sick. So you have to learn to embrace this new technology And even if it seems foreign, and even if not everyone is embracing it, because not everyone likes AI, but not everyone liked the internet either. And now we're all on it. So you have to just learn to adapt, do the best you can, and give it time. It will eventually change your life. So if you're on the fence, you just got to dive in and embrace it and learn it and master it.
All right, Quentin, thank you so much. That was really awesome. And I'm just gonna cut this together and put it on YouTube if that's fine with you.